the token delisting from one of the largest exchanges. What could be worse? And the timing is so crazy. Shiba Inu records over 50% gains in just a couple of days and keeps growing. But then, a sudden, unexpected delisting news broke out. Something that really makes no sense. Why did the exchange decide to damage the Shiba Inu ecosystem at this specific time? And stop us from growing? Can it be considered as a price manipulation attempt? Well, there is so much to cover. So let's not waste a second of your time and get straight to the point. Disclaimer. What a ride it was. Shiba Inu skyrocketed over 50% in just a couple of days. It was absolutely crazy. But now, today, the charts are all red, with Shiba Inu crashing by over 8%. It's a huge shift, and really disappointing for everyone following it. People were building up so much momentum as the price kept climbing. There was this excitement in the air, with more and more investors joining in, thinking this could be the next big surge. But with this sudden crash, it feels like all of that excitement has hit a wall. It's frustrating because when you see a coin like Shiba Inu rising fast, you can't help but feel optimistic. People start thinking about the possibilities, about the profits they might make, and it feels like all their efforts, all the hype, were leading to something great. But then, a sharp drop like this makes it feel like everything just crumbles in an instant. It's almost like building a sandcastle, putting all that work into it, seeing it take shape, and then, out of nowhere, a wave comes and washes it all away. You start to wonder, why is this happening? Why the sudden drop when everyone was so hopeful? And for the community, it's a big blow because it feels like all that energy and belief in the project is suddenly in question. But this isn't just some random price crash. There's actually a reason behind it. So what's happening? Well, the story starts with a different token in the Shiba Inu ecosystem, Leash. For those who are new to Shiba Inu, there are three main tokens: Shiba Inu itself, Bone, and Leash. They each play a role in the ecosystem, and all are important. And here's where things went completely breaking news. It was just announced that OKX, the world's second largest cryptocurrency exchange, will delist Leash. That's huge news because, along with Shiba Inu and Bone, Leash is one of the key tokens in this entire ecosystem. This decision is a shocker, especially coming from OKX, such a major exchange. For the Shiba Inu community, this feels like a massive blow. Just as Shiba Inu was starting to take off again, with people pumping it up and excitement building, this news hits. It's terrible timing. It feels completely unexpected. And you can sense the frustration in the community because OKX is a giant in the crypto space. Having Shiba Inu-related tokens listed there gives the whole ecosystem more legitimacy and access to a wider market. Losing Leash from that exchange right now throws a wrench into all the momentum Shiba Inu was building. And at first, it really doesn't make sense. Shiba Inu was gaining steam, pulling all the tokens in its ecosystem, Shiba, Bone, and Leash, along with it. People were feeling optimistic about the entire project. The rise in Shiba Inu's price tends to boost interest in the other tokens, so delisting Leash at this specific moment seems counterproductive. You'd think an exchange like OKX would want to keep supporting that momentum. But on the other hand, exchanges like OKX don't just make random decisions. If they chose to delist Leash, there must be a reason behind it. These exchanges value their reputation, and every decision they make goes through a lot of analysis. Delisting a token can't be a spur-of-the-moment call. It's likely been a thought-out process. Whether it's due to technical reasons, liquidity issues, or something happening behind the scenes, they wouldn't risk their credibility without carefully considering the move. So, while it seems frustrating and poorly timed, there has to be more going on beneath the surface. But here's where it gets even worse. According to CoinMarketCap, OKX was the largest market for Leash in terms of liquidity, accounting for a massive 24.78% of the token's total turnover. That's nearly a quarter of all the trading activity for Leash happening on one exchange, and now it's gone. And this is very important to pay attention to. When the largest market for a token decides to delist it, that's a huge deal. It's not just some minor setback. It practically means the end for the project in many ways. Without the liquidity that OKX provided, it becomes so much harder to trade Leash. Buyers and sellers will struggle to find each other, and with less trading happening, the token's value could plummet. It's like pulling the rug out from under the project, because without access to major exchanges, the token loses visibility and trust, and that can quickly spiral into a collapse. For Leash, this decision is devastating. However, when you look at it in monetary terms, the liquidity on OKX was only around $576,000. That's a surprisingly small amount, especially for the cryptocurrency market, and even more so when you consider this was happening on the second largest platform in the world. It feels almost strange that such a relatively low figure would cause this much disruption. Nevertheless, the damage is already done. After the news broke, the price of Leash took a nosedive, and it dragged Shiba Inu down with it. The momentum that Shiba Inu had been building over the past few days was pretty much destroyed. It's frustrating because just as things were starting to look up, this bad news hit, and it wiped out all that positive energy in the market. And this is where some emergency efforts needed to be put from the Shiba Inu team. Lucy, a member of the Shiba Inu team, actually stepped in to try and stop the Leash crash by tweeting, "Did you know? Your back hurts because you do not have enough Leash." It was an interesting move, almost like she was trying to inject some humor and confidence into the situation. Maybe the idea was to remind people of Leash's importance in the ecosystem, or just to encourage them to hold on and not panic sell. It's a way of saying, Leash still has value, don't give up on it. But despite her efforts, the tweet didn't seem to stop the price from crashing immediately. However, the crash did eventually slow down. So, could Lucy's tweet have helped a little bit? It's hard to say for sure, but maybe it worked in some small way. Even if it didn't stop the crash entirely, from Lucy's perspective, it was crucial to try. When the community is in panic mode, even small actions from key figures can make a difference. Her tweet was probably meant to calm the waters and remind people of the long-term vision for Leash, showing that the team still believes in the project despite the bad news. However, there is something very important we need to understand. While the bad news about the Leash token does have a direct impact on Shiba Inu's price, it's important to remember that Shiba Inu is a different token with different purposes. Over time, Shiba Inu should recover from this drama. This is because the two tokens, while connected, serve different roles within the ecosystem, and Shiba Inu has a strong community and a lot of support that can help it bounce back. And looking ahead, Shiba Inu could continue its previous upward trend as we move into October, which starts tomorrow. Historically, October has been a strong month for Shiba Inu, often leading to significant price increases. In the crypto community, it's commonly referred to as Uptober because many cryptocurrencies, including Shiba Inu, tend to perform exceptionally well during this time. Data shows that Shiba Inu has ended every October positively since its launch in 2020. For example, in October 2021, it experienced an incredible rally of 833%, reaching an all-time high. Although it didn't see similar surges in October 2022 and 2023, it still finished those months in the green with gains of 10% and 6% respectively. Overall, Shiba Inu has an average growth rate of about 283% in October, with a median return of 10.4%. If you consider a portfolio of 100 million Shiba Inu tokens, which is currently valued at around $1,800, it could potentially grow to over 7,000 if those projections hold true. And while it's still uncertain whether Shiba Inu will reach that 283% increase this October, the community is hopeful that next month will bring positive momentum for the cryptocurrency. But what is your opinion on that? Comment down below, I'd be eager to read your opinion. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, please like this video and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.